Which weighs more, a ton of bricks or a ton of feathers? Hunter and Jonathan, you are going to be in favor of a ton of bricks. Angela and Shawn, you're in favor of a ton of feathers. All right, let's start with Hunter and John. Go.
It's very obvious. Bricks are heavier than feathers. Bricks have a higher mass. For example, if you throw a brick at an individual, it's going to hit him. If you throw a feather at an individual, it's just going to sort of waft and fall. So the question is really pretty absurd, no offense, because of course a brick is far heavier than a feather.
It's actually a ton of bricks versus a ton of feathers, not a brick versus a feather.
But a ton is a ton. That's a word. We knew the word. So it's like the bricks are heavier, is like the common point. Put a brick, you hear that sound, a brick's heavier.
And what's a feather sound?
You get nothing. Does anyone ever ask you, hey, have you heard a feather?
A feather discussion, that's an interesting point. All right, over here.
Well, I mean, I kind of agree, but...
But you want to win.
But it's weird. It's a weird thing, but it's true. Feathers equally weigh the same amount. It's a trick question.
Yes, like when a rooster lays an egg on the,
this part I didn't
the
get,
north.
but
Yeah.
I
Right.
trust him.
And this is a debate where you want to win.
Right. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think that murder weapons have been a bunch of feathers before. I'm sure it has. It happened at some point.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can choke on them, a ton of feathers, if you could die that way. So they have been a murder weapon, probably in the past in some way.
I'm going to ask you to take this seriously and just try and think for a second. How could
we're taking it very
a ton
seriously.
of feathers?
I mean, I really don't.
Well,
think
for example, their defense was one brick versus one feather, but that's not what we're talking about.
No,
Right.
the
No, we're talking
measurement,
about a
it's a trick
ton.
question. It's a ton.
So
and
explain
a ton
that.
Is,
It's a ton. So a ton of bricks.
Look, if you put them both on a scale, they'd weigh the same.
Yeah,
That's what we're saying. It's weighed, but it's true. I don't know how.
Wait, because they both weigh a ton.
But it's
All
just
right.
whoever has that many feathers.
That's good. That's time. Guys, you have 30 seconds to rebut.
Oh, okay, nice. Well, a ton. It's a measurement. It's a weight measurement, correct?
Yeah, it's a sound, a weight measurement.
Is it a weight? Is it a sound?
We already discussed the feather brick sound.
Oh, sure.
So,
with that being said,
here's the thing. Like, this is the face I want to get. I just want to say, like, okay.
All right, that's time. I'm going to give the point over here because they're not making up bullshit. So congratulations to you. That's one.